we made this video. There's a subreddit called Instagram versus Reality, which I love and I frequent, where they take pictures of social media celebrities and compare them to candid photos to show you what a ridiculous difference there is. And some of them are just breathtaking. I mean,
it's kind of mind-blowing. That was my reaction at first when you started showing me some of those submissions on that subreddit.
Yeah. And they're mega, these are mega celebs. I'm talking about like the Kardashians, first of all. There's some that they just look horrid. I mean, the Kardashians, there's something weird that happened with the Kardashians where like 10 years ago, everyone's like, oh, fuck the Kardashians. They're a bunch of fake ass lamos. They're destroying society. But now somehow, like they've persisted and people forgot that they're fake ass lamos that are destroying society. And we started accepting them again. Like Kim Kardashian is somehow like an ambassador now, and she's like a pop icon, and her sister's like this billionaire mogul that people are saying she's self-made and respecting.
I mean, they started this whole look that now you see so many girls looking like them.
Right.
Like, I mean, I see it a lot.
The big ass.
Everything.
The
just
pear-shaped
the whole
body.
look. I mean, they started it.
The pseudo-ethnic. Do you know what I mean? Like the pseudo-ethnic white girl look?
It's kind of like, yeah.
It's like, what?
Bronze makeup. I don't know what you would call it.
Well, no, they're like white girls that try to look ethnic.
Yeah.
And so that's, I think that, is that the movement they started? Maybe that is the movement.
No, but a lot of, just a lot of plastic surgery.
Yeah. Lip implants, fake butt,
fillers.
fake tits, obviously fake tits.
Yeah.
I can't stand fake tits on a personal note. I've seen Kim Kardashian's boobs and they suck. That's just not my personal preference. I think that it looks ridiculous, like fake boobs like that, because they just look like, I mean, it no longer looks like a sexual organ to me. It just looks like there's someone shoved a bunch of crap under your skin. And there's like stretch marks and shit. And it looks, the thing is, it looks good in clothing.
For girls, it's just, the whole subject is so complicated because they feel so insecure when you are kind of flat or whatever, you know. So for some girls, it can make them more confident. I get that. It's
you know,
really tough subject for women. But I think this whole new phenomena of like the whole body just looking like complete, just so far from reality. Like the huge butt, the tiny what do you call it?
Waist.
Yeah. And then huge boobs and like the facial features, like huge lips all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Super long hair, extensions. Just everything is fake.
Huh.
The whole look.
Yeah. And so I wasn't really aware of that until recently. A couple of years ago, or I don't know when it was, but we were hanging out with a female friend of ours in Israel.
And she kind of has like the same features as me. She's skinny.
Right.
Kind of.
She's not voluptuous.
Not curvy.
But she's very pretty.
Yeah.
She's beautiful, just like you. I mean, you're both very pretty girls.
I agree that she's,
Yeah. And so she said to Ela, we were talking about Instagram, and she goes, I hate Instagram. It makes me feel so insecure. I feel awful when I go on there all the time. And I was like, what? Why would that? Why? Because I was like, I didn't understand that at all. And then you were like, oh, yeah, I totally know what you mean. And I was just, I didn't even think about that. But I guess what you guys mean is that there's this beauty norm now where everyone has these impossibly voluptuous bodies.
Yeah.
And features.
And for some reason, especially on Instagram, it's like everyone looks like that.
Yeah. But to hear her say that, which I thought she was like a pretty and confident girl, and so that kind of blew me away because it seemed to really affect her. And so what you realize through this Instagram versus reality phenomenon is that these girls look just like you.
Right.
Or in many cases even worse, but I'm not here to judge. The thing is, I'm only judging them because they're the ones who put themselves out there as these beauty
as this
models.
Completely unrealistic picture of themselves. I don't know.
Like
representation of something that couldn't even exist unless you just go modify your body a million times.
Yeah, it's not even possible to achieve. But like, there's one of Tana where she's in the ocean and her body looks like perfect. She's got like a perfect abs, big round butt, huge boobs, but it looks all natural, and she looks like oh, this girl's in phenomenal shape. And then you see like a shot from an Insta story that somebody took, and she's like, I said she looks like she went from a mermaid to a manatee. And of course, I'm trying to be funny. That's my primary objective here. So,
Yeah.
but I consider her fair game because she's the one that's photoshopping herself, putting it out there. I don't think that girls with those bodies are manatees. But I think
I
that
think anyone who took it that way is just look. It's obviously a main joke.
yeah,
First of all, it's a joke.
It's at her expense, obviously, but not every girl who's watching this. I'm saying is a manatee.
But we're not the ones who's got a problem with how she looks naturally.
Exactly.
She has the problem, and apparently everyone in the world lately. I don't know, because all these girls have like 100 million followers.
Right. That's
yeah.
true. Even Tana, like any girl who's doing this is just blowing up, and everyone's loving it. It's weird. Who's consuming it? Because if the girls hate it, it makes them insecure. I guess they're fans at the same time. It's
They
like this
hate
weird,
love it. Yeah.
It's this weird ambivalent thing. So, in my opinion, calling Tana a manatee versus a mermaid is, first of all, a funny joke, and second of all, I consider her fair game for photoshopping that. So again, if you want to try to have a 300,
It's not like if you just saw Tana looking naturally without the other picture, you would be like, "Oh, look at this man."
never, of course not.
Never.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. So everyone with a 300 IQ was like, "You're being hypocritical," and I was like, "Well, that's true. You do have a 300 IQ. I didn't possibly consider the fact that it may be." That it may be come off that way. So congratulations to all the Mensa members out there that pointed that out.
I think I did see some comments where people were saying those the real pictures were like from her Instagram story though. So I guess to be somewhat fair to her, like if she's personally putting out the pictures of herself where she doesn't look photoshopped as well.
Wait, who are you talking about?
I don't even know if this is true. I'm just saying there were comments.
Are you talking about Trisha? Or
No, I was talking about Tana.
Tana
specifically. Yeah.
So I think it's maybe from like videos.
Right. So like I'm making a video or
like in a video or a live stream. I don't know.
Right, where they can't Photoshop it. Yeah, that makes sense.
But the pictures that she personally uploads are all looking insane.
Right, for sure.
Well, there's a side-by-side comparison. You can see it's like one girl's like really out of shape, totally normal looking body, and then the other one is like supermodel.
No, but then he's saying that she
I understand.
uploaded it herself, but I
mean, it doesn't change the fact that that's the photo that she puts out. I don't know. But I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah.
I don't either. It's just, these are the same 300 IQ YouTube comments. So.
But regardless, so anyway, that's the video, and there's some drama. But then what really came of this is this girl, Trisha, what was her name? Fucking hell, I keep forgetting. Paytas. I didn't know who she was, to be honest with you, but I guess she's actually quite a big YouTuber. She has like 5 million followers or something. And so we put her in the thumbnail because her comparison was just so epic to me. And nothing personal about her. I don't know anything about her, obviously. But I guess she has a knack for dramatics. Somebody predicted in the comments or on Twitter before she responded. He says, she already clickbait a 20-minute vid of her crying, calling it now. Anyway, so here's the response. Started with a tweet. There was like so many. There was like hundreds of tweets. I'm not even going to bother to go through because there's literally like 50 tweets. But this was my favorite one. She says, please, Klein, do not raise your child to be as ignorant as your husband. I would divorce him ASAP as he's causing so much damage to young women. It's actually sickening. I've never been more disgusted. That you stand by him is even more disgusting. So I guess what's better for a child is to be raised by divorced parents than to actually... But again... I mean, I acknowledge that the jokes were made at her expense, like her personally, but on the whole, everyone who watched the video is going to feel so much better. I saw so many comments were saying, I feel so much better after watching it. Thank you. And that was my secondary goal to making comedy.
I think just to focus on those two jokes that were obviously mean, it's just like you're missing the whole point. And also, can we all lighten up? Like, actually, if you want to talk about raising children, I'd rather raise a kid that can laugh at themselves.
Insightful.
I mean, we don't need to be like, okay, no one can make fun of anyone anymore.
Her profile, her Twitter account is like blocked for being nude. She's like a pornographer.
Well, yeah, I don't think you should.
I just want to show her picture because I saw that tweet and I wasn't going to say anything, but obviously when people attack Hila, it's mask off. And I saw her profile pic and I go, who is this rude person? I don't recognize her from her profile picture. Does anyone know her? And then she responded, suicide from bullying is fucking real. I pray to God you never know anyone firsthand that ends their life from that shit. It's not a joke. It's fucking real, you sicko. Oh, man. Yeah. She took it to the max. But I actually think that, I think she enjoys it. I think this is her thing. Mm-hmm. And I actually do think, I don't think she was actually offended. I think she's enjoying this. Because she made a response video of her crying, and after, as the guy predicted, crying on her kitchen floor of all places. And I have never seen her video, so when I first opened this, I don't feel like people know how. I was like, God damn! Like, I have a lot of questions. First is, why are you on your kitchen floor? There's got to be a better setting for this. But I feel like she's framed it up to be like as most, just like the saddest sight possible.
Yeah.
On my kitchen cold floor tiles in front of my refrigerator. Yeah, here, let me show you the beginning real fast. H33 is harming young girls is the title. And of course, the downvote ratio is brutal. It's actually an epic collab because she linked my video in above the fold. And I guess she thought people were going to come hate on me. This video needs to be deleted. If he has any sort of sense, he will. And she linked to my video. But I think she really got us a lot of new fans because it's a good crossover. I don't think a lot of people of her fans would ever watch her videos. But I saw tons of comments of people being like, I came here to hate on you after seeing her video, but video's awesome. And she's totally over the top.
Or she totally missed the point. I saw a lot of comments like that.
I don't think she even watched the video because I'll show you evidence of that. So I think this was such an epic collab that she linked the video like that. Fantastic. So here she is.
Hey guys, what is up? It is freaking 6 in the morning. I really didn't get a lot of sleep last night, or the night before.
Well, you can't blame me for that one. I just made this video.
Fair warning, I've been kind of going through it. And I'm trying to contain and reel in my emotions and
fast forward
on such a big platform and like shaming these women. Like,
yeah,
I did fast forward to my part. I didn't really watch the other people. He talked about Chloe, and then right after me, he talked about Tana's body, like her photo versus her reality. I mean, he literally on one of my photos said she went from beauty queen to a monster.
I literally didn't say that. Wait, I didn't say that.
And
like, come on. I'm more insulted that I think my jokes were pretty good. At least quote what I said. I think of her. I said she went from Coachella to open casket funeral.
Yeah, that one really got me.
Or from Coachella to McDonald's, throwing down a McDonald's parking lot 3 a.m. Yes.
Was she the WWF one?
Yeah, she went from Coachella to WWF.
Yeah, that was it.
So not.
But
monster.
it's like.
But she's making it sound like.
Just lighten up. It's stupid jokes. Like, it's such a.
Well, and the truth is that I don't think anyone is actually upset except her, and I think she's doing it because she enjoys it. And I'd like also to announce that our video is number 1 being suggested on her video. Yeah, but here this part was funny that Zach spotted.
It's just like I don't feel like people know how damaging that is. And he's like cackling and laughing and thinking he is just doing the Lord's work here on YouTube. Like, just,
What?
She just said he's Catholic.
She's
God,
saying,
there was-
she's saying, damn, you just have to take one look at my face and know that I'm not Catholic. She was like, oh, he's a hypocrite, I guess, because he's Catholic and he's making fun of people. Yeah, well, sorry, lady. Jews can say whatever the hell we want. Yeah, funny stuff. She's a character, Ed. She's a character. That was an epic collab. I totally didn't anticipate it. Like, this came so out of left field. But I think I enjoyed it. I think deep down she enjoyed it as well.
I've got lots of nice messages. My mom liked the video and the message.
Come on, we got moms liking
When
the
you
video
get moms
here.
liking
Give me
the
a
video.
break. Give me a break. Yeah. So there you have it. That's about it. Oh, and then there was this fantastic follow-up, but this kind of underlies the whole... No, that's not it. I can't show you guys that. No. Ugh, I can't believe I linked that instead of what I wanted to. I'll find it. There was a joke that was too cruel. We cut it, and Ela forbid me to repeat it. But that's it. That's proof that I censor myself. There was a joke that was too mean. I thought it was very funny, but we looked over it when we were planning the vid, and we decided, you know what? This is too mean.
Sometimes I give the veto.
Yeah, of course. I totally got Ela's approval on all those jokes before
Oh, yeah.
going out.
I mean,
just-
some
we
of
I was
them,
like,
Popped
is this
at
too
it.
cruel?
We just
some of them we
back.
thought about together.
Well, Ela was yeah, she was more on the, yeah. But I definitely got Ela's approval before blasting that out. Because as the, but anyway, this is what I was trying to show you guys. This is reality versus Instagram for you. Now, this is it's so much like me, it's so much not like me. Like, imagine you're meeting a Tinder date, and the guy on the right is who you're expecting, and the guy on the left is who shows up. It's so uncanny. It's so much like me and so much unlike me. Isn't it so bizarre?
Yeah.
Man, I can't get over it. They like fixed my jawline, I guess.
I don't like the guy on the right. Gotta tell you.
Well, I guess he would be considered more like, if you're trying to just fuck some dumb, some dum-dums on Instagram, then he would definitely fetch more. You have to admit that.
Probably.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with him. I'd fuck him.
Saw a lot of people on the subreddit say the Chad version of you looks like a Kobe person.
Yeah, it does. This Kobe. No, I'd fuck that version of me. It's definitely more handsome. But I don't know what
I
it
don't
is.
know.
It is. Come on. Give me a break.
But it's like a different person.
It is.
I almost feel like
You'd be cheating on
I'm
me.
starting like to imagine his personality. It's like a different guy.
It's Chad Klein. But it's the same nose, the same eyes, the same eyebrows, the same lips, or maybe he made the lips fuller. He fixed the jawline. That's the big one. He removed
No
the gray
double
hair.
neck.
Yeah, no double neck. He smoothed out my skin. Oh, and by the way, I was trying to show you guys in the video itself, like, looking at my skin now, it looks like I have good skin. But when you look up close, and I did Insta stories, I have so many blackheads. My skin is so disgusting. I'm telling you up close, we are all monsters. That was one of the underlying themes that I think the 300 IQ people missed as well. They were too busy calculating the density of the black hole at the center of our galaxy to appreciate the message that we're all monsters.
Yeah.
We all have blackheads. We all have pores and wrinkles and cellulite. It's disgusting, So that's that. This guy probably has a bigger dick, though, let's be honest. On the right, Chad Klein. Yeah.
Could just be compensating,
No, Chad Klein is stacked.